So, welcome to Portland on the south coast of England. We have come for a little getaway, a little winter break. We saw a weather window late last week and decided that we would book a bouldering trip, so here we are. We're at a boulder called the Sunbathers Rock, and there's a line on here called Lost Decade, which is a 7A that Nathan and I are trying. We've seen a few videos online of this problem, and it's a really kind of cool looking, impressive looking rock with this 7A line up the middle. It's limestone, and we all know how much I like limestone. So I'm quite excited to see if I can figure out a way up it. It looks maybe like my kind of thing, but the start moves are quite powerful on the shoulders, so maybe if I can get those done, then the crimps look okay. It starts here on this shield and comes through on a left shoulder. Quite a powerful move into this left ledge, which is really positive. And then you use this and I think like a toe somewhere over here to gain the crimpy face. I think this pocket is going to be quite important, that's quite positive. And then along here there's just like various different crimps that I think I'm going to have to figure out a sequence for. And then I don't want to jinx it, but the top looks okay, I think. Oh yeah, give the start few moves a few goes.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Good, good, good. Come on. Yeah, come on.
So we're about an hour, maybe an hour 15 deep on Lost Decade, and I think I've managed to do it in 2 halves, and I've managed to do like the overlapping half just from a stand, which is quite hopeful. I feel quite hopeful. When I first pulled on, I found the start moves really difficult, like getting out into the shoulder move. So I'm using a left toe hook behind the block, which seems to be working quite well for me. And then I think I've got my beater sorted for the middle bit, but I keep on hitting holds like ever so slightly wrong, and then they're the kinds of holds that you need to like hit right. What else would I say? At the minute it feels like an endurance issue, I think, rather than a strength issue. I think I'm getting like panicky and a little bit like powered out towards the top. But I think if I can like keep my composure and hit the holds right and get my right heel to stick, there's a couple of right heels, if I can get those to stick, then I think I could do it. But I don't know, I'm running out of skin and I'm running out of like energy maybe, but
Not running out of belief.
a little bit running out of belief, but I've had a little bit of a rest now, so I'll give it another go. Try and remember all my beta.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah, come on. Now bring your left toe. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, go on, find a really nice place for that heel. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on, stop. Come on. Come on. Yes, come on, Hannah, come on. A bit more. Go for it. Yes, come on. Nice. Back on, nice and calm. Go to the top, nice and calm. Come on.
So, sometime later now, a couple of strops later, and I think that it's not going to get climbed today, but I had some really successful attempts, got to the top a couple of times and dropped the top. But yeah, I don't know, it's one of those where I think it's well within reach and I think I'm strong enough to do it. I just need to, I don't know, maybe a bit of luck on my side and a couple of like good goes and a bit more skin. What are their excuses? A good meal. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to spend quite so much time at this boulder, but it's been really fun. Like when we first rocked up to it, I thought that the start move would be the problem and figured out a way around the start move. Then I thought the middle moves would be the problem and figured a way around those. And now the top's the problem. So
I didn't think the top would be the problem, it's more like the energy.
yeah, I think I'm getting to the top and I'm just tired. and yeah, I don't know, I'm excited for it. See if my skin grows back, but it's been a mixed bag. It's been emotional. Some tears were shed, but I think overall it was a successful experience, or a good experience, and I'm glad that I unlocked the bits that I did unlock. So I think it's one of those projects that I think I can see the resolution. Yeah, but I think one day it will go, so pleased with that. And now I think we're going to move on to another boulder, probably. And then go and get some food. We are back at Lost Decade, and I've come back to try the top moves on this. Thought maybe I'd just have a couple of goes on it and see how it goes. So I've been like imagining myself dropping the top move. So we're back, and I think I feel like, I don't know how I felt. How do I feel? It's one of those where you look back on your attempt and you're like, if only I'd have just done that, or if only I'd have just like bumped that hand at the top, and I just couldn't let it go. So we're back, and I am going to try it a few times. I've had to tape up my hands, so my tips are feeling quite good. Yeah, I think time to pull on. It's definitely one of those climbs where if you save energy in the beginning, really like strip back the moves that you do in the beginning, then it pays later on in the climb. So I'm trying to get the start moves like really dialed. Pulling onto these holds, it feels quite painful. Tell me what? I can't do that move out there. It's that move from the pocket out to the left, and then the bump is so painful because you've not got really, or I don't have really any other option other than to just kind of like quite violently bump. I think if I was stronger I could go place my hands, but it's really shredding my skin every time I go for them. Also, they're those kinds of holds that you don't want to, if you catch them wrong, then you don't really want to be adjusting on them because they're so sharp. But also, like, for me, because it's such a case of endurance, power endurance, I really need to not be adjusting. So seems like all I needed was just a little bit of rest and to be fresh, because I think that was my first full go from the start, and it just I felt a lot fresher, and yeah, I'm really pleased with that. And I thought that with a little bit of luck and getting my beta sequence right, I thought I could do it. So I had a good feeling today. I'm glad we came back for it. I was a little nervous that my skin wasn't quite there, but taped up my fingers, and it was that it survived enough for me to get up it. So very pleased. I think I'm planning on celebrating with some fish and chips and some red wine and an early night.